It's almost Valentine's Day, guys, and I've decided to make a really cute dress. But instead of the regular red or white or pink, I am going to be using this gorgeous Ankara print fabric. And the inspiration for today's dress is from this cute design on your screen, and it consists of an exaggerated hips, it consists of a dramatic bow and an open back plunging neckline. And oh, my version of the dress is going to include a princess dart style line, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And it promises to be a fun and exciting tutorial. However, today's tutorial will be based solely on the pattern drafting of the dress design. The next part of the tutorial, which will be next week, which will be dropping next week, will be focused on me putting everything together, sewing it, and also trying on the dress for the first time. Let's get started, guys. So guys, the first thing you need for this tutorial is to get your basic dress patterns, and these are my basic dress patterns. This is one for the front and this is the one for the back. In case you're wondering why I already have this drafted, a simple short disclaimer is that I don't teach how to draft basic patterns on my YouTube channel. I teach them in a separate paid class, which includes video lessons on not just how to draft your basic dress or bodice block. It also includes how to draft your basic trouser block, basic skirt block, and basic sleeve block, just so that you can achieve like a perfect fit. If it's something that you're interested in, don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram, or you can just tap the link that is right on top of your screen to find out more about it. Now for today's turning open back dress with elegant bow detail, the pattern drafting process will be divided into 3 different parts. So the first part will be focused on how to achieve the canoe neckline. Second part will focus on how to achieve the open back of the back bodice. Then the last part, or the third part, will focus on how to achieve the exaggerated look of the lower part of the dress, and then the panels in the middle. Then the last part will talk about how to cut the bow detail, that is if the video is not already too long. So let's get into it, guys. Now for my canoe neckline, I'm going to come to my shoulder. So from the tip here, I'll go in by 1.5 inch, because the shoulder of the dress is kind of like very small, and this is it right here. So I'm just going to use my French curve. I'll use that to connect to this part here. That is my actual basic neckline. I'm not going to change the depth, so I'll just leave it as this. And the depth is about 2 inches thereabout. That is from here down about 2 inches. So let me just draw in my canoe neckline, and this is the neckline done. Now the style line I'm going to be using for this dress is a princess dart style line. Now to achieve that, I'm going to come to my across chest level here, and then I'll just come down by 1/2 inch, and this is it. So I'm going to use my French curve to draw a curved line from here to my bust point here. Now using dart manipulation, I'm going to transfer these darts that I have here. I'm going to transfer it to this line. So to do that, I'll cut open this princess dart line. I'll cut it open to the bust point, and then I'll cut one leg of this dart open also. And that's it, successfully transferred here. Now if you look at your neckline, you see that it's kind of distorted. So all you have to do is to just use your French curve to blend this way. You just blend this into your line. You can use your French curve just so that it's more accurate. Yeah, this is it. So everything here is no longer needed. So that is all on how to achieve the princess dart style line. So we can just label this. This is the center front and this is the side front. So center front will come here, follow this, then this, then this. So it goes all the way here to and oh, and then the side front is from here, and basically. Now let's just draw in the exaggerated hips before we now split our panels into 2. Now for today's exaggerated hips, I don't want to widen the hips from the actual hip line. This is my actual hip line here. I want to widen it up from the upper hip line here. So from my upper hip line, I'll just measure out 3 inches outwards, and this is it right here. Now that 3 inches I mentioned, I'll measure it again on my actual hip line. I'll measure the 3 inches out again, and this is now on my hem line. I'm going to measure out about 4 inches because I want the stuff to branch out. I want it to flare out more than, I don't want it to be straight. I want it to flare out just a bit. So guys, I don't think I mentioned the length I'm using for my dress. That is the full length of my dress. For me, I want it to be a bit short, so it's going to be about, from my shoulders down, it's going to be about 37 inches. So if you want yours longer, you can do something longer, or if you want it even shorter, you can do something shorter. So yeah, that is it. This is the mark here. Now before I connect all the points, I don't want to connect the point to my actual waist level here. I want to drop my waist just a bit, so I want my shoulder to waist level to be lower. So I'm just going to measure 1.5 inches down from my waist, and this is it here. Now let's connect. So I'm going to use my French curve. I'll draw a curved line first to this my upper hip level here. Then I'll still connect to my hip line, my actual hip level here. Then I'll just draw a slant line to my hem level. And that's it. Now if you look at this part, it looks a bit sharp, so you just need to blend it just so that we don't have like a sharp curve, sharp point at that place. Quickly blended, so this is no longer here, and that completes it. So this is the shape of my hip line here, 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 all the way down. Now we need to just cut this up now. Now this is the panels, these are the panels separated. Now this is not all we have to do, because we need to create some flares. We need to add some flares to this middle part here. So the flare, the 4 inches flare we have here, we need to have it inside here also. Now I'm just going to place a piece of paper here just so that I have space to construct what I want to construct, and I'll also add also here. These are the extra bits of paper added. Now at the hem here, at this point here, I'll just measure out the same 4 inches that we measured out here. You need to measure it, so you measure it out here, and I'll do the same for this panel too. And this is it. Now we need to reconnect from here back to our upper hip line here. This is my actual hip level, my lower hip level, and this is my upper hip level, and that's that. So I'll do the same for this also. And this is it. Now we just need to cut out the excess bit of paper. And this is everything. So all you just need to do now is to add your allowance, half-inch allowance here, half-inch also here for your shoulder, for your armhole, half-inch, shoulder half-inch, neckline quarter-inch. Then this also, and for the side you add in 1 inch. To have a borderline on your pattern for your center fronts when you're cutting on your fabric, please remember to fold the border line inwards just so that you don't get any confusion. Now for the back pattern, measure the length of your dress. Like I mentioned, I'm using 37 inches full length for my own. Now for the princess dart line, I'm going to come to my across back level here, and then I'll go down by half-inch just like I did with the front. Then I'm going to draw a straight line from here to my dart point. So yeah, now that this is done, I'm going to come in by maybe 2 inches or 1 inch from here, from my armhole here. I'll come in by 1 inch, and this is it. So now I'm going to draw 2 double lines. That is double lines. 2 and double is the same thing. I don't know why I said 2 double lines. So yeah, I'll just draw 1 line from here to one leg of my dart here, and then I'll draw another line from here to the second leg of my dart. That makes it 2 lines. So yeah, this way, and then I'll draw the second one, and there you go. So this is now our new style line for the back. So let's just label it. This will be our side back, and this will be our center back. So center back will come from here, then it will follow this line and then come here, and then just goes all the way down. Then side back would also come from here, follow this line here and then just go all the way line down. Now let's draw in our open back open back neckline. Now the shoulder is 1.5 inch, like what we did for the front. So from the shoulder tip here, I'll just measure in 1.5 inch. So yeah, this is now my shoulder, my new shoulder length. Now if you look at the design inspiration, you see that the open back is kind of like round, it's kind of rounded, but I don't want a rounded open back for mine. I want it to have a kind of shape like this. So it comes like slants here and then goes all the way here. So I hope you got the drift. So I'm just going to do that line. You can't even see what I did. Okay, so I want it to have a kind of shape like this. So for that, I'm going to, from my shoulder line here, I'll just measure about let's say 7 inches. I'll place my tape measure slants and then I'll just measure about 7 inches down, and this is it. So I'm just going to draw the slant line. So yeah, that's now from here I'll now draw another. I'll just locate how low I want the back to be, and because you want it significantly low since it's an open back neckline really, so I'll just come to my waist here and just measure maybe 1.5 inches up. Now to draw that, the line is not lining, it's not going as slant as I want it, so I'm just going to shift this line in a bit. So I'll shift it to here, so just ignore this one here. Then now I'll just draw a slant line here. So now you can see it's much more, it goes much more the way we want it to. So yeah, this is not here anymore, so this is now neckline. Just so you don't get confused, let's cut out our panels before I now cut out the neckline. So I'll just cut out my panel starting from the hem. So this is our princess panel separated. Now let's cut out our back neckline. So this is still my back neckline here. So yep. Now all that is left for me to do now is to just create my exaggerated hips exactly the way we did the front. So just measure from my upper hip level, measure 3 inches out, lower hip level 3 inches out, the hem 4 inches out. Then from your waist measure 1.5 inches down, and then you just connect to the exaggerated hips, connect to this, and then connect down exactly the way we did for the front. So I don't really need to show you the exact steps, just follow what we did. And then I'll just add a new piece of paper in the middle here, and then I'll create my flares, 4-inch flare, the same as we are adding to the hem. I'll create it here and then reconnect to my upper hip level, then do the same also here, 4-inch, then reconnect. And there you have it, all my exaggerated hips extension and the flare extension in the middle of the panel. And these are my other pattern pieces right here, my side back, center front, side front. One final tip for the back. Now because the neckline is an open back, it is very deep, it's a very wide neckline and plunging, it's a deep neckline. You have to, this is the neckline here, you have to pick a dart, just so that when you sew, you have to pick a dart on your pattern before you cut on your fabric, just so that when you sew you don't have any gapings. That means your back neckline doesn't gape. So you have to pick a dart like here, and then you place it, just pick a little here, and then use your paper tape to tape it down, and then you pick a little also here. So for me, I'm picking about 1 inch here. It depends on how wide your neckline is, but if you follow my own step, you'd have to pick about 1 inch dart here, and at the other curve of your neckline here. Remember the neckline was like this, it went like this, it went like this. So here, so on this part here, pick like 1 inch, and then on this part here also pick about 1 inch. So, and this is what it looks like on my own actual pattern. You can see I already picked one here. Make sure the picking doesn't get to this side, because we are not folding anything here. So I picked one here, and I also picked one also here. You can see I already taped it down with my paper tip. So, and this ends it for today's tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making and recording it. The part 2 of this tutorial will contain the sewing of the dress. It will also contain the cutting of the bow and the sewing of the bow and everything else in between, and also me trying on the dress. I would have included it in part 1, that is the bow cutting, but I feel like the tutorial is already dragging on too long, so it's already getting too long. So guys, see you in my next video, and don't forget to tap the subscribe button if you found this tutorial helpful, and also tap the like button. See you.